What's up, mechanics, and welcome back to the channel. If you're wondering why I'm sitting in my truck right now with a box full of parts perched precariously in my back seat like it is, you'll find out. Stay tuned. So how do you guys like my hair? I cut my hair off last night. It was just getting a little bit too much to take care of, and I don't really have a whole lot of hair, but whatever. So as I was saying before, I have a box full of parts in my truck right now, and that's because I went and I got some parts of the Evo on the cheap. So you might be wondering yourself, how can some of these guys afford these builds? How can some of these builders and racers out there afford to be able to do what they do? Well, some of it obviously is getting parts secondhand and getting them on the cheap and negotiating your way through other sources, various sources, to get what it is that you need for your project. For me, for example, I was able to get this intercooler pipe from my car. It's the lower intercooler hose, and it's supposed to yield some good power, but more so, it's more so for heat management because it's polished. And I'm actually going to wrap it in some heat tape. But point being is that that part retails for like $300. I don't want to have to spend $300 on a stainless steel pipe. I got it for 80 bucks. All right. Also, there's a spare oil pan back there. There's heat management products. There's OEM Mitsubishi fluid. There's gaskets. There's all kinds of stuff in there. So if I were to price this out originally, I'm sure it'd be in the hundreds of dollars range. I'm sure I can put down below what the exact cost is, but nonetheless, when I get home tonight, I'll show you guys exactly what I got in from this haul. It's a pretty good one. All right, so back home. It's been a day or two. I just haven't had time to start to make this video, but I have saved the parts for you guys. So let me go and show you guys what it is I got and why I got it, what I did. So we're gonna start off here with the most important piece. Is this here oil pan. Now, yes, it's in pretty rough shape, as in like it's really dirty. Hopefully, let me see if I can get a better shot of you guys. It's pretty dirty, which is no big deal. I'm actually going to clean it out. The previous owner had metal. He kept spinning bearings in his old 4G63. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to clean this up just a little bit, and then I'm actually going to send it off to Busher Racing, and they are going to put a baffling system to keep the engine from starving oil. If you guys hear hold on. Okay, so if you guys hear meowing in the background, that's my cat Glimmer. She is really talkative and really fussy. She needs a lot of attention, but I'm just gonna be out here and give her all the love and attention that I can give her as soon as possible. Anyway, let's get back to what I'm showing you guys. So aside from the oil pan, all right, the thing I'm happiest about is this lower intercooler pipe. That should yield us some pretty decent power. Let me get this radiator hose out the way. Just, if not power, more so just airflow into the engine. The next thing I'm very happy about is this Mishimoto fan shroud. So that's going to save me some money. So now all I have to do is get a replacement fan because I have a Mishimoto radiator. The previous owner also had some heat wrap. This is from DEI, and this is exactly the same stuff that I use, same width, same length. This one was actually mine. So what we're going to do is that we're going to heat wrap the downpipe because it runs underneath the oil pan, and I don't want to cook the oil. We got some turbo outlet gaskets. Never know, I'm going to rebuild the engine at some point. We got the J-pipe for coming out of the turbo with the silicone boot. This silicone boot looks like it's in really good shape. See if I can get you guys to focus on it. There it is. Pretty good shape, no tears, no rips in it. The J-pipe looks good. So that's going to get cleaned up as well. Miscellaneous boots. Let's see. This is also just a generic Vibram 3-inch aluminum piping. So that's going to come in handy for fabrication work down the line. Brand new Mishimoto silicone radiator hoses. So this is good. I saved a ton of money on these things because the radiator hose is like in a couple of hundreds of dollars. Really good shape timing belt. I mean, this is almost new. He said this was only on the engine for a couple thousand miles until he spun the bearing. So Side note, if you spin bearings, like, take the time to disassemble it and clean everything, for obvious reasons, right? You don't want to miss something from the machining process or whatever, and you know, just potentially screw something up. But you know, things happen, and he sold the car, and his loss was my gain, so that was great. So like I said, more miscellaneous pipes. We'll find good use for these. But the thing I'm also very happy about is that I got a spare balancer and serpentine drive. So if you remember in my track prep video, when I was troubleshooting the car, I found that there was, oh, hang on, shadow. There was a crack, like a chunk missing from the harmonic balancer. So yeah, that's good. I mean, I'll get one eventually, but stock parts are good parts, right? And this is an intake tube, so just a generic, somebody pie cut and welded it together. It looks really good. There's no sugaring on the inside from poor quality. So, and it's got the port for the recirculation valve, which is really good because I still run a stock recirculation valve. Mitsubishi genuine manual book. I'm sure that's worth a couple dollars. A clutch fork boot for the transmission. I'm going to be rebuilding my spare transmission hopefully soon. Block off port plug, heavy duty gear oil. I'm not going to use this on the Evo, but I'm going to use it for customers' cars or whatever. Also, very happy, this means I got stock, brand new, never open fluid, and brand new, never used or open OEM filters. So overall I'm very happy about that. That's very good for me because like I said, his loss was my gain, and this is one of the things that you guys kind of have to remember when you're shopping parts for your project car. Make sure that you are getting the best deal that you can. Now, not to say they should always buy your car parts used. If it works for you, then hey, go for it. I'm all about it. But see if I can get a little bit better lighting for you guys. Sorry, I'm still new to this thing. All right, so yeah, you know, if you can get used parts, hey, go for it. I'm all about it. All about saving money. But as long as the parts that you're getting is quality. Now, even though the previous owner spun the bearings on its old motor and this is the same oil pan from it, it doesn't really matter for me because I am going to be actually getting it cut up anyway, and Bush Racing has to go ahead and redo the, hold on, let me set you guys down. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. So they had a little mishap with the camera. You know, let me set you guys on this side. Maybe that'll look a little bit better. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Uh-oh, dropping parts. Anywho, sorry, I'm kind of sitting at a little bit of an angle because of my driveway. So what I was saying is about the oil pan, right? So the oil pan doesn't really necessarily matter as much for me because Bush Racing is actually going to take this, they're going to cut it up, and they're going to install the new baffling for me, and they're going to clean it anyway. So what I'm going to do is use some cleaner. I'm going to spray down the inside of the pan, get as much of that crap out of there as that I can, because I don't want to send them junk necessarily. You know, this is a junk pan. And then I'm gonna clean up the gasket surface, and if they can use it, cool. If they can't use it, cool, whatever. You know, well, I gotta eat like a $20 shipping charge, like that's no big deal. I'd rather pay that than, you know, pay for complete junk, or pay, you know, twice as much as I would be paying, or no, 4 times as much as I would be paying to get this pan modified than pay for a brand new pan. And then of course, if it doesn't come out to my satisfaction, you know, no harm, no foul. I'll send it back to them, ask for a refund or whatever. It doesn't really matter. I'm getting way beside the point. Point being is that when you're shopping for car parts, make sure you're doing your research. Make sure you properly vet the parts that you're getting. You don't want to go to the seller's area. You want to meet the seller and then, you know, pay for junk parts that are not even going to fit your application. Like this vibrant pipe, for example. The only reason I took this because this is a really nice, really good shape. It's a 3-inch aluminum pipe, and it, you know, I could use it for something else. I don't have to necessarily use it for the Evo. This stainless steel lower intercooler pipe, I wanted to run aluminum just for weight's sake, but you know, whatever, it is what it is. Now I just got to find the upper, and it's going to save me hundreds of dollars. And this pipe is in really good shape. I don't intend to go much more than what stock horsepower I'm at right now, purely for reliability's sake, and I'm still learning the car, I'm still driving the car, I'm still getting used to it. So the last thing I'm gonna do is put, you know, 400, 500, 600 horsepower through a car that I can't handle in stock form, let alone at a high horsepower setup. So with that being said, I'm gonna go clean these up. I don't think you guys really need to see me do that. Oh, before I forget, if you're gonna go through Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or OfferUp or any of these other sites and you meet these people, make sure you go with a plan and you go with somebody that you trust. If you can't go with somebody that you trust, meet them on, let's say, your terms necessarily. For example, if you're going to meet them at a residence, make sure that you Google map the area that you're going to. Make sure that you're looking for your escape route. Make sure you're looking where the best nearest police station is, or what have you. There are all kinds of people on the internet running schemes. Recently there's been this outburst of Nissan Silvias and Toyota Supras and all kinds of other cars that are being mislabeled, and people are falling for these tricks, and they're getting their information stolen, they're getting money taken from them, they're getting hurt. And then the last thing I want to see is you guys go and meet somebody and then get in trouble, because, you know, God knows what's going to happen to you. So always go with a plan. Scope out your escape route. You may see this as being a little over dramatic, but you can never be too safe when you're meeting a stranger. All right, so like I said, go with somebody that you know, go somewhere well lit, go somewhere public ideally, and then never go at night. If you go at night, make sure you're well protected, and you know the person. And if you don't know the person, you know, call them up, vet them, try to get some information on them. That way you're not at a disadvantage if you're meeting somebody. So with that being said, I'm gonna clean up this oil pan and I'm gonna put these parts away, stock them away, because I'm actually gonna be working on the Evo this weekend, hopefully. And don't forget, I have merchandise. All right, see, Cause Garage t-shirts. I also have the hat. I don't have my hat on right now, obviously, but if you guys want, just shoot me a direct message and I'll get you out a t-shirt as quickly as possible. They're going for $25 right now, and I'm actually selling out really quickly. So yeah, help support me, help support the channel. Buy some t-shirts, buy some merchandise, so I can keep bringing you guys some content and make this journey worthwhile, so you guys can see me along with it. So with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one.
Lights can't stop me. I'll just hold on for dear life.